finished, so my husband cannot stand the smell of this glue in the house. So we're only going to use a really, I can't even talk today, I'm so hungry, a small smidge. I gotta go get a toothpick, I forgot about that. Maybe I'll just use the bottom of one of my brushes like we always do, you know how we do. So we are going to pick one of these stickers. I know, still kind of struggling to decide which one, but we already identified the fact that the clown, I think he blends in too much. So it may be the alien orange. The black cat's funny. Let's see. I don't want him. I'm not in the alien mood. I mean, I want him, but not today. Let's see. Ooh, let's see about the one that has the Metallica look. I'm probably gonna go with the pumpkin that has the lightning bolt, and let's see if we can create something super cute and funny with him. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue him down, and we're just gonna put him in the center. So I'm just getting a little bit of glue from over here, and I'm just doing a smidge of glue on the back. I use the E6000 glue. I'm gonna put it on a flat surface so we can get it smooth. And then these stickers have some good adhesion, so then I'm just gonna press it down. Oh my gosh, is that not the cutest? Okay, so let's go get our other one. And we still want to use the stickers on the back. We're gonna glue them too, remember, but we'll let these on the front dry pretty well. I guess I could have left a little bit more space and I could have put another sticker on front, but I have some ideas for how we're gonna do that area. So let's take him off. I'm gonna do the other one. Stick some glue on the back of him. Again, I use E6000 glue. I'm gonna match them up. That is so cute. Okay, so we're just gonna press down. And then I'm gonna just get that glue off the edge right there from where I was pressing. So of course, because they're stickers, they're gonna stick anyway. So what we could do is go ahead and flip them over, and let's pick the ones from the back that we're gonna use. I think I'm gonna use one that says, let's see if I'm gonna put one on the front. No, I'm gonna stick with gluing them on the back. So I'm gonna put a couple of the little jack-o'-lantern stickers on the back. And that way we'll have everything that's gonna be glued down pretty much drying at the same time. I'm gonna put it right in the center, and I think I'm gonna put two back here. I just used the cute one that said boo. I'm just making sure they're even. Look. So we're gonna put some more back though. Let me see what else I can put back here. I kind of like the one with the skull and crossbones, but there's a medium-sized one, so let's use him. My husband's calling. I'm gonna let him keep calling. Creativity before my Lammy. Just kidding. Lammy, I'll call you back in case you hear me in the spirit realm. We're gonna put this one at the bottom because what we'll probably do is some more colors and doodads on the back. And put some more color to the back, like sparkles or something like that. So, ooh, I have an idea. Okay. Y'all saw that confetti I had? Maybe we'll confetti up some of this back section. But let's see. Let's get this done first. Make sure they're even. Okay. So now we got them on the front, we got them on the back. Everybody's pressed down. I'm gonna let it dry for just a few minutes. And then from there, we're gonna start painting the front and adding like the fine details, okay? So I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to match this lightning bolt. I couldn't even do a spider web, but I have confidence in myself. Let's see what we can do. You guys, okay, so I went on and put the color out that I need for the lightning bolt. I have never done a lightning bolt. Y'all hear my loud husband in the background. So I'm gonna do my best. Okay, so everything is drying on the back. I hadn't decided what I'm gonna do there yet, but notice that again, the lightning bolt is in red and blue on the front. So I'm just gonna try to do my best to freehand a lightning bolt. So I'm gonna do like a V and color it in. I'll try to follow the, so it looks like a lightning bolt. Let me see, it looks like it gets bigger. Looks like a bunch of triangles, so let's see. And then, okay, so it looks like it goes up. And then I'm trying to figure out, I'm assuming, maybe it'll go that way. I'm gonna pick it up so you can see it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna outline the blue part of, I'm gonna outline the red and the blue. So I'm gonna make it a little bit more pointy, but let's get this part going first. So then I'm gonna carry it on up here. And I did, you'll notice I added one more sticker that said boo. So what I'm doing is I'm just pretending like we're carrying the arrow up there. Well, I'm not pretending, we are carrying it up. And then I'm gonna carry it over this way. I'm using my phone, so I do not know how to make the camera closer, so don't stress. I'm gonna hold it up because I know somebody's gonna tell me, I couldn't see what was going on, and be fussing. I know. And then, okay. That's gonna look pretty good. So let's try our best to match it up on this side as well. And what I'm gonna do is let it dry. I'm gonna put my hand there and block y'all. You guys, I was so excited. I got to do a podcast today with somebody I really admire in insurance in our company. So excited. I'll be sharing it once they finish editing it. It was just like a quick 15-minute podcast interview about women in business. So super excited to share that. So bring it over just a switch. And I just found out from my husband, he had been telling me he wanted me to set up at this event. My husband is the president of a program called Project Fresh Start, and it's a nonprofit that helps first-time felons get acclimated back into society with resources. They hold an expungement clinic to work towards getting their records expunged. It has to be a crime that happened in the county where we are, which is Cumberland County. And it's just really, really cool. Okay, so that one does not match this one at all. So we're gonna have to make this one thicker, although that was not the plan. So, and what was I getting ready to say? So I just found out I have to set up at a vendor event at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, I don't mind doing vendor events, and I don't mind being somewhere at 8 o'clock in the morning, but he swears up and down he told me about that. I'm like, hey, I ain't know nothing about a vendor event. So anyways, I gotta go put my little table together. It's an insurance vendor event, so excited about that. So we're just carrying the lightning bolt on up. And so it's definitely not perfect, but I think it's really cute because it's looking like what I wanted to look. And what we're doing is we're just trying to make the earring pop, right? So we want to have pops of color. So look. And we're gonna do after it dries, because you don't want to do this with the red being still wet, is we're gonna outline everything in that really pretty blue, and I have 2 different shades of blue. That's gonna be pretty. So let's let that dry, and when we come back, it'll be dry and we'll add the blue. Hey you guys, so I cheated. While we were apart, I added the little zigzags, which I think came out so super cute. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna add some polka dots, cause why not? Just feel like it. I think it'll be really cute. So I'm gonna add some black polka dots, I think, and maybe some, I wanted to do white, but I don't think I have any white paint. So let me go see what I have, and then I'll be back, and we're gonna add just some stuff to jazz it up. So I haven't done anything to the back yet, but you're gonna need a dotting tool. So if you don't already have one, this is my little dotting tool. It has 2 sides to it. And I don't love that miniature side to the dot because there's so little. Then what I'm gonna do is you wanna have it on a flat surface too. Let's see. So I think what I wanna do is I wanna start on the larger side, and we're just gonna make some dots. You don't necessarily have to redip, but I want uniform dots, as uniform as I possibly can. And you could count these if you're somebody that is anal about everything matching up in terms of the, I like that. I'm not gonna carry that all the way around. If you wanted to match up, you can count, right? So let me see how many I have. I'm anal. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so I went a little high on that one, so we'll just make this one a little bigger. Okay. So we're gonna let that side dry, and let me wipe this off right quick. I'm gonna go rinse this off. Okay, so now I decided to use the beige color that we did on the back to do some dots on this side. So 2, 4, 6, we did 7, okay? Look how cute. So now we're just giving it some pop, right? So we're making it special, popping some color. Okay, so super cutesies. And now just gotta decide if what other colors we wanna do. Could leave it like that and leave it alone, but let's pick it up and see. I have a habit of touching stuff. Are you okay, Bob? I don't know what the dog is over here doing. Okay. Look how pretty that is. So we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll come back and see what else we wanna add. But I'm thinking that I wanna do some purple over here, maybe along there, just to tie it all in to the bottom. We'll see. Hey you guys, so let's get everything finished. They are good and dried. I let them dry overnight, and I want to go ahead and add some more touches, but we're gonna get them finished up on this video because there's definitely no reason to have a 3-part earring video. So I've already shaken up all the paint. Hi, been good. Talking to my son. And so I've already mixed up the paint colors that I want to use. I'm gonna do like a pink and like a citron green. I think that's how you pronounce it. that color green. This is, yep, citron green. And this is baby pink. So I figured I just got in from a vendor event. So I wanted to decompress for a minute before I get on my insurance business. And so you know, it's better to keep these on flat surfaces when you're doing the dots, so that way you have even dots. Okay, so I'm gonna go along the blue. And again, you can redip if you want to or feel like you need to. And I'm just gonna do, it's a random pattern. And then what we're gonna do after we finish putting on the dots and everything dries, we're gonna use our dimensional magic. I love that stuff. So if you have watched my other videos or follow me, then you know that that's what I use in place of a resin instead of using resin, right? Because with resin, you really have to be careful. You really need a well-ventilated area. And not that I couldn't open windows and stuff like that, but I'm like, if it's that serious, I'm pass. So you can use that as non-toxic. It gives you a really gorgeous shine to your jewelry. I love it. So we got our pink dots on there. Now we're gonna go through and we're gonna add our green dots, and I'm probably gonna put them along the other side. And you may already know this, so forgive me if it's repetitive information for you, but you know, you can put your paint, you can leave it on this styrofoam plate. I'm gonna hold it up and show it to you. I know my finger's blocking it. And put it inside of a plastic bag and it'll last, right? So it'll stay moist, so you don't have to waste the paint or throw it away if you happen to put too much down like I did. So sometimes projects take 2 or 3 days to complete, you know, for drying time. You probably could get this done in a day. It's really gonna depend on your schedule. So let's match it up on this one. Keeping in mind the number of dots you're using. And you could try to hold this in your hand if you're doing videos to show it, but I'm not gonna attempt that because I have a habit of touching stuff while it's wet, messing it up, and then having to redo it. Y'all know I'm a little klutzy if you follow me at all. Those two kind of touched each other, but that's okay. Still gonna be super cutesies. And then I'm trying to see if I want to add anything like inside of the arrow. So you could really line this and pop that out if you wanted to. You could add black. You really could go about adding more detail, but I don't want it to be so busy that you lose the design. You know what I mean? Like of the cuteness of the pumpkin and stuff like that. So I think he looks really, really good. So I'm not gonna overdo him because I think once we put the gloss on him, he'll be really cute. And then the back, we need to put some colored stripes and polka dots on to tie it into the front. And I believe that we're gonna leave them right there. So they're gonna be really pretty. I think they look animated, which I really love. I didn't plan for them to be dimensional, but I feel like because of the polka dots and the stripes, it gives it this really pretty dimension. Like I said, I could do some black right in there. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm nervous if I put it in there, I don't like it. I can't take it out, but I almost feel like that would give it something. I'm gonna do it. What the heck? So I'm just gonna outline those details in black. I'm hoping I can do it in a really thin way and not make it thick by accident. So let's turn this around. Y'all know, somebody was saying, do it, do it. So I could succumb to the pressure of doing it. So I'm just gonna use the pointed end of one of my little point tools, and I'm just gonna draw a line. I'm gonna try to be as straight as I can with the line. I just went over that doubly, and I don't wanna do that. I'm just gonna do my best. You could probably do this with a straight brush, but I'm not. my straight brush was cutting up and it had loose hairs. And I could always go back and touch up the blue and expand the blue. You know, you can, it's not paint. I mean, it's not concrete, it's just paint. So if you want to go back and make any corrections, you can do that. Look, hold on. I feel like that gave it really pretty dimension. Look. I think that made a huge difference. I almost want to do it on the opposite of the blue line. Ooh, I'm trying not, I feel like that might be pushing it, but let's go for it. Why not? I'm just trying to do it real thin so it doesn't touch the pink dots. And I can always go back after the black dries. That's cute. Which now makes me want to put it on the green side. I'm just doing too much. If too much was a person, I don't know. Let me see. Because I don't want to cover it up, and I don't want to accidentally cover up the blue. So you have to be really careful. Just do it really thin. Like I just covered that blue up too much. But I can put that back in there once it dries. Okay. Yeah, I like the pop of color that it gave it. So I'm gonna sit that one over there to dry. Let's do this one, and then what I'll come back in when we get ready to finish up, I will, yeah, I'm sorry for being so lethargic. I ate 2 donuts. They made me sick as a dog. I should not have, I don't even eat sugar like that, but it was this morning I had to set up at a vendor event, and there was no breakfast, and I normally don't eat breakfast anyway, but you ever just, I eat with my eyes. So I noticed that my husband was like, I'm going to get a donut. And I'm like, why am I'm always following behind him wanting to eat something he's eating. It makes my stomach upset. So I go eating the donut, and it's been sitting on my stomach for hours. So I'm like, Lord, I'm just gonna go drink a bunch of water, see if I can flush it out, and I'll mind my business and stop eating with my eyes. I need to work on that. So that's where my energy is today. So I'm gonna need me a little energy supplement in a minute to get through all my work I still have left to do. I hope y'all are having a great day. I know I'm talking kind of low. Somebody's gonna comment, so please forgive me. Share with you, my stomach's upset. So let's go on the outside of this one. And again, you can touch anything up. I feel like I should go on the outside of the green line over here. I may do that with a, let's do a thinner pointer tool. I have this one, it's even smaller. I do not even remember where I got these from. I've had them for years. And I noticed that a lot of people paint with these, which you can do. I just never thought about it. In terms of, they paint their whole earrings for detail. with a pointer tool instead of a brush, which I guess would avoid brush strokes, but I can't stand the scraping sound that it makes. It sounds like it's on a chalkboard to me. Probably wouldn't bother you. Okay. So, look how pretty. I love how that gave that more detail. And once we put the dimensional magic on there, it's really gonna pop. So let's let that dry. And when you see me and I come back, I'm probably gonna go ahead and do the back without being on camera, just because I'll tell you what I do. Just depends on how detailed I am. If I'm gonna be super detailed, I'll come back and film it. And you'll know because it'll be in that next slide popping up right behind this one, okay? Okay, you guys, let's get finished up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use all the colors that we have on the back of the earrings. And I'm not gonna create any sort of fancy design. So look how they've dried to be really pretty. And what we're gonna do is put the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic on there. I think this is a new one. I don't know that I've ever used it. I'm gonna check and see if it squeezes out. I don't think I've ever used it. Let's see. I was just poking that down in there to unclog it. In case yep, so that's unclogged and ready to go. So let's turn these over, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a little brush, and I'm just gonna start putting different color lines, because I just want the back to be colorful, right? Just like the front, you always want the back of your earring to be beautiful. And if I go ahead and just use the same color all the way around, I don't have to think about it. And I'm just making dashes. Okay? Now I will Mod Podge the back, although I normally don't finish the back of an earring like that, but because this has stickers back here and I want them to stay, we're gonna do that tonight. Now what you could do is you could do 3D Dimensional Magic, or Mod Podge Dimensional Magic on the front and back. I've never done that. But we're not gonna do that. So I also didn't bring water to the table, so I'm just gonna wipe the brush off over there, and I'm gonna put it in this teal color because I think that would be a really pretty pop. This is one of my favorite colors, the teal. Oh my gosh, I would paint every earring with this if I could. And so we're just literally making dashes. So pretty. And then we're gonna let this dry, and we're gonna finish these up, put our hooks on them. They're gonna be so pretty. And then we're gonna make the next pair, which I don't know what that's going to be, but I have some ideas in mind. It's gonna be super cutesies. Yeah, I had to wake up early today for a community event. I got to set up with Marvin Lammy at a community event for, it was a voter registration drive. It was a lot of fun. Met the sweetest people. And what else did I do today? Studied for my health license, because honey, we got to get that done. Too many people need health insurance. I got to get that out of the way. And because we have purple in the sticker back here on the back, we're gonna go ahead and do some, I think I just wanna do some purple dots, but I'm not even gonna use the dotting tool. I'm just gonna use the tip of the brush. Because I don't care if it's any, specific kind of way. We just want pops of color and pops of purple. And again, it's your design, so do it however you want. On the back, I'm not trying to match it up like I was on the front, because you want them to be the same. It's totally okay. Okay. Just so we dropped a pop of paint on the table. Don't tell Marvin. Sorry about that. My phone needs to charge. I'm gonna hold these up so you can see them, but I'm literally just placing dots with the end of a brush. And it's not even a fancy little brush, it's just a thin little brush, and I'm putting globs of paint on the end of it from our paint palette. And you're gonna dry, and that's gonna be good. And again, I am gonna go over the back with Mod Podge just so it can set. These are gonna be so cute. I don't even know what I'm doing these because I haven't even really been selling my jewelry, but I just enjoy making jewelry. It's not even about selling it anymore. Right now it's just like therapeutic when I get a chance to do it. So let's hold these up so you can see them. I think they look pretty on the back. They look pretty on the front. So we're gonna lay those face down and let them dry, and then we're going to, when we come back, they'll be dry and they'll be shiny from the Dimensional Magic, and we'll be putting the hooks on them, okay? So that's what they'll look like when we get back. You guys, look what's finished. So I polished them, not polished, but I used the Dimensional Magic while we were watching a movie last night and let them dry that way. Look at the beautiful shine. I love it. And oh my gosh, if you have not seen the movie where the crawdads sing, whew, so good. It's long, but it's good. But look how gorgeous. So the only thing left to do, of course, is to just put some regular Mod Podge on the back to seal it in, to seal the paint. But look how gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love these. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see them. Look at the detail and the shine, and they almost look holographic because of the sticker. I mean, everybody's gonna ask you where you got these from. So it is not too late for you to put some ideas and projects together for your own pair of Halloween earrings, or to make an entire collection of Halloween earrings that you can sell. And a lot of times, I don't want to say a lot of times, but I get questions often about pricing. And you have to price of what you feel like something is worth, but nobody is going to see your earrings if you're painting them and making them. Now, if you're just bead stringing, which there's nothing wrong with that, meaning you're just taking head pins and putting beads on there, then of course you're probably going to have to charge a lower price or a lower value for those, only because, you know, they're beads on a wire, right? Just like strung beads on a necklace, if there's nothing unique about it. But I'm not saying there's a sale for that, right? People love simple and plain things, but anytime you're doing something that is custom and like this, you can start out your earrings anywhere upwards of $15 to $20 to $25, even $30, right? It just depends on your market, who your demographic is, and who you're targeting. And there are people that celebrate Halloween year-round, right? So there's riches and niches. Anyway, I'm chitter-chattering too much this morning. I'm gonna make another pair. We'll figure out what that's gonna be. God bless you guys. I'll see you soon.